Presentation on dynamics of machinery, unit number 4, balancing. So in the last class we have seen one of the numerical where you can balance the rotating masses when they are acting in the several planes. So in this presentation also we are going to see one more numerical of the same kind. So this is nothing but the statement given for this problem. So there are three masses A, B, C having mass 45 kg, 55 kg and 50 kg. So you can see in this diagram there are three pulleys shown, as there is a three masses are there. So mass A, this is mass B, and this is mass C. There are three different pulleys having different masses. So the same thing is represented in the form of this table. So plane A, plane B and plane C and their masses 45 kg, 55 kg and 50 kg. These masses are revolving at radius of 30 mm, 35 and 25 mm respectively. So accordingly they have specified in this radius column three radius of this A, B and C. The masses are at angular position of 75 degree, 155 degree and 250 degree from the positive x direction. That means if I consider the positive x direction of these masses as here, suppose this is positive x direction is 0 degree here, so here is 90 degree. Okay, so the position of these different masses, like for the position of mass A is 75 degree, so somewhere here it will be the mass being concentrated. Then 155 degree means somewhere here this mass B. Okay, and the third is 250 degree, so for this mass C it may be somewhere here, means 250 degree on the positive x direction. So distance between the planes of rotation of MA and MB is 130 mm. So the distance between these two is given to us, MA and MB. So the total distance from MA and MB, it is 130 mm. So 130 mm is the distance between the A and B, and between B and C is 50 mm. So B and C, this distance between these two pulleys is 50 mm. Okay, and MB is on the right of MA, so you will find that this MB is on the right of MA, so MA is on the left side of this MB, and MC is on right of MB, so MC is on the right of MB. Okay, so these are to be balanced by masses ML and MM rotating in the planes L and M at radius of 70 mm. So in these planes masses to be attached, but at a distance of 70 mm from the center of this. Okay, but the angular position is not known to us. So M is on the right of L at 190 mm. So M is on the right side of this L, so I can say that this is on the right side here at a distance of 190 mm from the plane L. Distance of M is 190 mm, and the L is on right of MA at 60 mm. So this L is at the right of MA, this is MA, so from here it is towards right at a distance of 60 mm. So this is the data actually given, diagram is not provided, so you are supposed to draw this diagram with the help of this particular data and find out the ML and MM and their angular positions from positive x direction. So you have to find out the mass over here at the L plane and the M plane and their angular positions, that is unknown. So here in this case we have listed it like this, the masses and their radiuses and their angular positions, and now we are trying to put these two more planes in this table where there are two unknown masses and two unknown angular positions. So this diagram again I am representing here in the form of a simple two-dimensional diagram for this plane A, L, B, C and again M. Also I have specified the radiuses on this now as 30, 70, 35, 25 and 70 mm, and also these distances are marked in meters, and also specified these masses, known masses, and these are the unknown masses ML and MM. Now let us see in this table from the left to right I have listed all these different planes. So first is your A plane, then L plane, then B, then C and M. So masses are written accordingly. So these are nothing but unknown masses and the unknown angular positions of theta L and theta M. Now I have to find out the force. So actually the force is m r omega square. So I'm just avoiding the omega square writing over here, because it is all the masses will be rotating in the same angular position. So only I'm writing the product of m into r. So if I take the product of this m into r, it is 1.35 for the plane A. For the plane B, it is 1.925. For plane L, it is unknown because radius is known to us, but ML is unknown, that you have to find out. Then for C, it is 1.5, and for M plane, again it is unknown, that is 0.07 multiplied by mm. And now I will try to mark the distances of these planes. So for that I have to select any one plane as a reference plane. So let us see if I consider the L plane as a reference, because since I have to find out the mass on this particular plane, so it is always better to select that plane over which some data is unknown. So since I have to find out the mass and angular position of this L plane, I will take this plane as a reference plane, and then I will mark the distances of different masses with respect to this reference plane. So only one mass is towards left, so only A will be having negative distance, so it will be 0.06 meter negative. L plane with respect to itself will be 0. Right hand side B will be at a distance of 0.07, C will be at a distance of 0.12, and D will be at a distance of 0.19. So after marking these distances in this particular column, then I will can calculate the couple. So it is nothing but the force and the distance. So whatever the force is there on this A and the distance between this A and L, so I will get the moment about this particular plane L due to this mass at A. So that couple is nothing but minus 0.081. It will be in kilogram meter square. So this will be 0 because distance is 0, and therefore this particular unknown quantity that is being not available over here, means it is being 0 here. And then the couple due to the B, so I will get the magnitude for this. Couple due to C, so I will get the magnitude of this also. And then couple due to M, so it is unknown. So I will observe here that there is only one unknown in this couple column. So it is always better if I draw the couple polygon first. So these are nothing but the magnitudes of these couples for the due to these masses A, B, C and M. And then I will also draw the angular position of these particular planes, so that I will get the magnitude as well as direction. So this diagram is called as configuration diagram, where I have to draw the angular position of this A, angular position of B and angular position of C, which is known to me. Okay, and then I have to find out the angular position of mass M and angular position of mass at L. Okay, so let us try to draw the force couple polygon for this, and for that I have to select a particular scale. So with these magnitudes, now I will select the scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 0.5 kilogram meter square. Okay, so now first component which I have to draw, that is the couple of A. So couple of A is negative, and A is having angular position of 75 degree. Okay, so this is the direction of this particular force. Now since this couple is negative, I will draw it radially inward. Okay, so this is my starting point, and from this point now I will draw one vector which is parallel to this line, but it is in the downward direction like this, and the length of this vector will be equal to, so whatever the scale I have selected, so this is minus 0.081 divided by 0.5, so I will get the length of this vector, and then I will draw this vector there. Okay, so definitely for the system to be balanced, the couple polygon should be closed. So with that view I will try to draw this couple polygon. So the first vector will be drawn from this point, starting point, considering this as O to A. So O to A, I will draw the first vector. Okay, for the couple due to mass A. Then I will draw another vector from this point A by taking the angular position, that is 155 degree positive couple for mass B. So this is the second component that I will draw, and from here then again I will take an angular position of 250 degree. So 250 degree will be coming this much angle. So from there I will draw one more couple as a vector. So this will be third. So this third component is drawn with this angle of 250 degree. Okay, and now whatever the line which I am going to draw, that is giving me the closed polygon, and that will be nothing but the position of this particular couple at M. So if I close this polygon, so I will get the starting point O. So this length I have to measure, okay, multiply it by the scale. I will get the magnitude of this particular couple, that is 0.0133 into mm. And if I make the measurement of this, if I am getting this C to O distance as 5.6 centimeter, so this 5.6 centimeter multiplied by 0.5, that is my scale. I will get the mm, that is equal to 21.053 kg, that is the mass at M. And if I measure the angular positions from here, because since this vector is starting from this point, okay, moving towards right, it will be in the first column. So in the first column, if I measure this angle from this zero angle, so it will be angle around 43 degrees. So this is the angular position that of this I will get, and that is what I have to mark it over here in the configuration diagram, so which will be helpful for me to find out the mass at L. Even I will draw the next diagram. So this is what is the first unknown that we calculated, mm. Now I will put the known value of this mm here, which is being obtained from this diagram, and again put it into the table. So whatever the position that I have got for this mm, so with the help of this, now I will see the force diagram. Okay, so in this force diagram now, this is unknown, but now this mm is known to me because I have already calculated in the previous slide. So this magnitude will be known to me at this moment. This is known. Okay, the only this is unknown is there. So let us try to draw the force polygon by selecting again a scale. So again I am selecting scale as 1 centimeter is equal to 0.5 kilogram meter square, and accordingly I will get the length of this particular vector. So first I have to draw this vector, so it is positive value, so I will start from this O, okay, and I will draw this first vector O to A, okay, which will be equal to having the length as 1.350. Now from this point, since I cannot draw this for the L because it is unknown, so I will draw the B vector first now. So for B, the angle is nothing but 155 degree. So from here I will draw a line and an angle of 155 degree. Okay, so this is I am drawing A to B equal to the magnitude 1.925 divided by scale. And then from here I will draw the third C at an angle of 250 degree from here. Okay, so its magnitude is 1.5. So proportional length I will calculate by using scale, and I will draw this third vector. Okay, then next is the M. So its magnitude will be known to me at this moment. So that magnitude divided by scale, I will get the length of this vector, and at angular position is nothing but 23. So this I will draw it from here. And now this is the last point, means by all the four masses which are known to me, that all the forces I have drawn. So I want this force polygon to be closed for balancing it. So I will draw one more line from this M to O, so that this polygon will get closed, and I will measure the length of this M to L, okay, M to O, and I will multiply it by the scale. So that length of this will be equal to nothing but 0.07 M. So when I divide that length multiply by scale divide by 0.07, I will get the mm. Okay, and sorry, ml, not mm, this because this was already known to us. We are talking about the ml. So m to o, when I will draw it here, I will get the length of this vector m to l, and that is equal to 0.07 ml. Okay, so from here I will get the value of ml. So that ml I am getting as 27.143 kg. And if I have to measure the angular position of this, so definitely this is in the fourth quadrant, so I will have to measure the angle from this like this. So okay, so this angle comes out to be 296 degree. So this is what is the solution of this particular numerical. So thank you very much.